Periscope. I am your host, Steve Pederson, carrying the torch. It is Thoroughly Thankful Thursday. Where's my torch? It's Thoroughly Thankful Thursday here on the Periscope. This is episode number 104. Go for the gold. Thanks for joining me. Awesome job there, John Williams, on writing the music, the theme for the Olympics. Doesn't that just stir you? Whenever I hear that, I think back to when I was a kid, when I first used to watch the Olympics, and that theme music, I would just go to the piano. It was like one of the first songs that I went to learn how to plunk out on the piano. Ah, what great music. Kind of reminds you of the Star Wars theme song. It was written by the same guy. At least this arrangement was. I'll have to go back and check on all those facts. Anyhow, let's get to our topic. Today we're talking about go for the gold. Now, I'd be willing to bet that you see me here in my athletic outfit and we're listening to Olympics theme music. You probably think we're talking about going for the gold medal. But I'm playing a trick on you. I tricked you. All right. We're not talking about going to California because there's gold in them Nar Hills. That's not what we're talking about. And we're not talking about going for the gold medal either. I'm sorry to disappoint you. I'm sorry if I led you astray, but I think you'll be pleasantly surprised, perhaps even more inspired, because today, when we talk about go for the gold on the Periscope, we're talking about going for the golden rule. Ooh. Do you remember what the golden rule is? No, the golden rule is not he who has the gold makes the rules. And no, the golden rule is not do to others before they do it to you. No, the golden rule is do to others what you would want them to do to you. Now, this is an incredibly challenging opportunity, because oftentimes we live from a place of don't do to me what I wouldn't want to do to you. In other words, you leave me alone and I'll leave you alone kind of an attitude. To have the attitude of doing to others what you would want them to do to you takes, first of all, thinking, what would I want people to do to me and for me? And that implies that you actually think of yourself enough and you can accept yourself enough to say, I'm worthy of people doing something to me and doing good things to me, doing good things for me. Well, it's actually not even really an issue of worthiness. It's just an issue of accepting grace from other people and being grateful for the things that people do. And we love that. We love it when people do things for us. That's a wonderful thing. And oftentimes we feel like, oh, I wish people would treat me respectfully. I wish people would not cut me off in traffic. I wish people would take my needs into consideration from time to time and think about what it is I need. So if we start there and we acknowledge those things and then we turn that around and we say, okay, I'll bet you other people are feeling the same way. I'll bet you there's other people who don't want to be cut off in traffic. I'll bet you there's other people who have needs and they want their needs met and they want people to pay attention to them. So the golden rule is challenging because it takes us getting outside of ourselves, thinking about other people, and then actually doing something about it, not just thinking about it and wishing well for other people, but actually doing something about it. How challenging is that? Because we've got so much going on in our lives. There's so much on our plates. There's so much that we need to get done, and we think, oh my gosh, I just wish somebody would help me get my stuff done. You mean I actually need to take time and help other people get their stuff done, oh my gosh, that does not compute. That does not compute. Well, let's talk about this. Let's talk about how this is a key to being the difference. And it's a good question because when we're talking about being the difference, we're talking about who we are. And when we're talking about the golden rule, we're talking about something you do. However, when you are being the difference, you think about things that you can do for others. So it starts with being. It starts with being secure in yourself. It starts with being someone who's dedicated, being someone who's strong, and being someone who trusts themselves and the situation enough to take action and do something. Because here's the thing, we are all one in a sense. We are all in this thing together. Oftentimes we don't do things for other people because we're just kind of we think we're this isolated thing, this isolated cosm of ness. When we do stuff for other people, we're actually helping ourselves as well because they are part of us. Sound good? All right, so here's a fast action tip for today. Before, I know you guys are just like, play the music again, play the music, I love that music. All right, we'll play it in just a second, but first, the fast action tip. And the fast action tip for today is take 60 seconds and just write down on a piece of paper what is one thing that you would love if somebody did for you. Maybe it's bring you a cup of coffee, or I don't know, go nuts, it's your imagination. And then take the opportunity to do that for somebody else. How does that sound? Does that sound like an awesome thing to do, to go for the gold? Let's go for the gold today, people, the golden rule. Thank you for joining me here on the Pederscope for this 104th episode. Tomorrow's fantastic, fabulous Friday, and we are going to have the last official Pederscope episode. However, I am going to do a bonus episode on Monday with my daughters, and we're going to talk about something really fun, so you don't want to miss that one. Of course, these episode ideas are going to be compiled into a book called Keys to Being the Difference, and you can get your own free copy of that book by signing up at bit.ly/Pederscope. Guys, thanks for joining me. Have a wonderful day practicing the golden rule. We'll catch you on the next Pederscope. Take care.